cathedral has had countless Irish parishioners.
Right, this is for episode 3, the Irish Heritage Center.
Such a good night.
Is it haunted or not?
I am here, Ashley.
I'm Sean.
And I'm Katie.
And we're going to be your commentators for the night.
Look at that bell.
Dragon bell.
It's a sweet bell.
Yeah.
The Irish Heritage Center is so sweet.
Oh, it's so fun.
It.
And Carol is so pregnant.
She is.
So.
I love talking about how pregnant Carol was.
Yeah.
Carol's giving us dirty looks from the
She
background.
couldn't even come on this investigation. She was so
an
pregnant.
older place,
It's true.
one with more history attached to it, and that will increase the chances of finding a haunting.
Carol looks
Sick
so much
Pretty
taller than
sweet
you.
shirt on though.
Oh, I love that shirt.
Oh, that's a pretty shot.
Awesome. That was the weather was fantastic too for that investigation.
Summertime.
Yeah, it was so nice.
By far, the oldest place we've seen yet, and I think it could be the place with the evidence that we're looking for.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've been in that place and it's huge. I definitely think it'd be a really good idea to wire the whole building with our IR cameras and allow crew members to roam around with the mobile IR cameras as well. And that way we'll be able to...
Yes. Ah, yes, Sean.
Yes.
Good ideas.
I'm a camera master.
Ty.
Tie it.
I love that idea. Carol,
You and your
if you're
faces,
gonna be out of
Ty.
town, so you're going to miss this one, but do you think you could talk to your contacts at the Irish Heritage Center and see if they can share their stories with us?
Absolutely, yeah.
All right. I'll get the rest of the team together and tell them the plan.
That came
Awesome
late
intro.
in the game.
Oh yeah.
Intro. Oh, I love this.
Remember how hard that was to get that stupid shadow to move over that?
Yeah.
Actually, were you even there? Were you
Oh,
there
don't-
the day we filmed that?
No, I
part?
wasn't, but... No, it's a real ghost, guys. I swear. That's a real ghost swinging that swing.
And flickering those lights.
Yep.
That's why he's so paranoid.
All of this is real.
And blowing Ashley's hair around.
In the intro, anyway.
Tarot cards.
It's all Caitlin's fault with her tarot.
Yep.
She's stirring up all these spirits
Yeah.
for our intro. Portland!
Yep.
Love that
was
time
filmed
lapse.
Portland, Maine.
The Irish Heritage Center,
Look
previously
at your
Irish
gnome.
Cathedral, is one of the most striking buildings.
Just
in
gnoming
Belfast.
around.
Yep.
More than 100 years after its inception, this masterpiece still stands today, serving as a meeting place for the community's Irish-American population. We plan to explore
Some
the
lint
different
on my
levels of
shoulder.
the cathedral, seeking
Cat
out the
hair.
truth and
Yeah,
test our
Nick
new
should have told me about
We
that.
love
already.
cats.
Perhaps we will see the ghosts of laborers still hard
One
at
of the
work
greatest
Hair.
things I think about Portland are the numerous brick buildings.
Yeah.
I love the brick buildings that we have.
Along with the sidewalks.
Yeah, yep. A lot of cobblestone.
church here at the same time. There's a connection with everybody
Oh,
that
yeah.
went to church here and that come here even today to work on the main Irish Heritage Center or the Irish American Club to bring this place back to its beauty. I believe it was 1833 they started.
So many people in Portland used to go to this church when they were children or had ancestors who did. It's really neat.
doing what they had to do to fix the church and get it up. And
Yeah, it's a tight community.
it caught fire.
Oh, that's pretty.
I love those stained
I
glass
love stained
windows.
glass.
Church and a very pretty one at that. When it burned, they made them put it on Gray Street.
We're so lucky to talk to these people too, because everyone did great interviews.
Yeah.
This
The
guy was
Irish
great.
Heritage Center is over 170 years old and has been open to the public for that entire span. We're hoping that the high amount of patrons passing through its doors will increase the likelihood of the old church being haunted, and with all luck that those spirits will want to communicate with us. Our team talked with David Soul, one of the original
David Soul. What a nice guy.
to hear his personal claim
I love
of
that picture.
paranormal activity in the cathedral.
At one point, the bell fell in the tower, and then the Patriot storm hit. We had a board meeting. They had hired some workmen, so I came in, and they were still working behind.
Yeah,
post, and the meeting
I had
got
forgotten
over,
to tell you guys that the bell fell through the tower.
Where are you going?
And you rang that
Like
bell.
before,
That is
yeah, I wish you'd have told me before.
Well,
Probably wouldn't have
I
rung
think
it. but
Ross, the
it's
cameraman,
okay.
ended up telling you were going to ring it again, and he told you not to.
Yeah, I would have, but
They left before the meeting, but I could see them. During the meeting,
Yeah. David Soul's story is really cool because it talks about the phantom workers, and we dealt with some of that.
Yeah, that's basically the majority of what we dealt with.
it's true. It's like they just didn't even
They're
know
so
what was going on. They
working
just
and
were doing their
working.
thing.
Favorite stories. Haunt Me gives the Irish Heritage Center a pre-rate of 3. Most of the stories are personal experiences, and while it does seem like there may be something going on, there's no solid evidence. Our goal tonight is to get that evidence.
On this investigation, we'll be focusing less on learning the trade of ghost hunting and coalescing as a team. Instead, we will
Look at that
focus
Because we've nailed
on
it.
audio,
Yeah.
visual, and personal evidence.
It's summer there. Look
Yeah.
how sweaty it.
To do this, each
Yeah.
will be recording
Got my
each
summer hat
teammate's
on.
experience.
I love how obvious it is when we're sweaty too. We're always got like
Yeah.
a
Oh,
little
my
like, gross hair
word.
stuck to your head
Any
and
anomalies that
glistening
they find
looking.
throughout the night and present those as possible evidence of a haunting.
The-
Sean will also be
Look at
making
Sean,
sure
you're getting
that
ready.
the
stuff
entire
away.
expanse of the church is captured on video. Our camera crew will follow each
Oh, wow.
of those
Yes,
There's
good
Nick and
shot.
Charlie.
Yeah. And I love those handheld cameras we got too. The little
They're so
IR handheld.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're so neat. Yeah, they are pretty
Great job
Ghostbusters.
executing this plan.
So, we are in, what would you call this part of the building, Sean? The main cathedral? In the main cathedral part, to begin our...
Ty.
Perfect
His eyes
hair.
are glowing.
Perfect hair.
IR cameras make us all look pretty freaky.
I know,
Yeah,
it's true.
they're weird looking.
I did a lot of, not only did we bust out the Gaelic, but I did a lot of sort of anti-Christian talking just because I like to antagonize a spirit sometimes. It sometimes is my technique. It didn't
Well,
really...
sometimes, I mean, that's all you got though. You know,
You just, you know,
try to get some
especially when I
evidence.
thought maybe they had such spiritual connections, I thought antagonizing them with talking about, you know, the occult and pagan rituals, that they might respond to that, but they were so residual that they didn't really seem
Yeah.
to.
Notice.
Katie kind of does a lot of antagonizing. she's known for that. Not with the
It keeps
children so
things-
much, but with the
it keeps
adults.
things exciting,
Yeah.
though. I like it.
You're good with the kids.
I like the kids.
They're actually, when we went back there for a Kickstarter tour last month, and we got some really cool evidence there too with kids. So
Oh, really?
yeah,
Because not all of us were able to make it.
right.
to that.
Yeah, Ty and I were there, and we get some really cool stuff. So
Possibly saying...
I'll have to share that with you guys later.
Make sure you get
I love this.
Yeah.
It's such
That
a
was
clear
solid.
hello.
It is really clear.
also known as
So rare to get such a clear E EVP.
They may be some of the most common, but they are also some of the best evidence a ghost hunter can hope to find. When listening to a recording and analyzing the WAV file, you can start to differentiate between the normal human vocal range and an EVP. An EVP operates below the human vocal range and is often much quieter. It can be garbled or muddled and often speaks over an investigator's question. The challenge then becomes finding out what the intent of the communication is.
Ty's so good at getting EVPs. I'm terrible at it.
Well, it's hard to weed. I mean, there's hours of audio footage you got to go through.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of noises you're picking up, you know, with that recorder. So it's hard to know what is what sometimes.
Certain people though,
I
like
made
I'm,
that dress Caitlin's wearing.
Oh really?
Oh, for real.
It's true.
Wow, that's cool. Like I'm good with K2, and I feel like you're, Sean, are great at pictures, capturing photo anomalies.
Yeah, we all have our special little skill.
Yeah.
That's why we're a team.
Oh yeah.
Through that noise, people believe that spirits can take that energy.
And that bookcase broke shortly after that.
Really?
Yeah.
You can tell. Look how many books are on it.
I get
The
a
books
new-
is barely holding it together.
We get 6 a lot.
Sounded like the same voice, continuously responding to questions that we asked.
Did you just say 7?
6.
They always say 6.
6.
No, they don't know.
Bell Tower was easily my favorite part of the whole
You look so 70s there, Sean.
Yeah.
One arm while filming myself.
I'm trying to grow my hair out again, so
Yeah, and that was kind of scary.
I miss my hair.
Yeah, me too.
I love hair.
You should probably use both hands. Sean doesn't listen at all.
Oh, Jesus, Sean.
I'm still worried.
Ty
that
was so concerned for you.
I breathed in something horrible up there that night.
I think you'll be
Oh
okay.
yeah, I got a bird skeleton
You
from
did.
there. Yeah, I
You
still have
it?
that. Yeah.
That was a perfect
Some of
specimen.
its pieces broke, but I definitely still have its like head skeleton.
Yeah, they were really
Skull.
fragile too. So
I have a wing and a skull left. Which I might have the vertebrae.
I literally
too.
had to push it like a few times with a lot of force to bring that thing.
yeah.
It's weird because Kayla and I were in the basement. We didn't even hear that.
Really?
I'm serious.
Wow. I wonder. I always wonder if anyone outside heard it.
Yeah,
sure, yeah.
we'll never know. Ugh, the spirit box. I have such a hard time with that.
I know.
I feel like it's harder to use in rooms that are big like that because it's so echoey.
Sometimes we
Remember
talk,
that?
so-
That kept happening all night.
That was weird. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Flickering, like every so often.
Can you flicker the light again? Let us know
Oh,
that
different
you're here.
light than what you found.
Yeah, there was a light that went off outside, and it was illuminating through one of these windows.
Yeah.
I saw that also. Yeah.
All right, so we're trying to debunk. I'm going outside. So we went outside to see if that room had a window that could be facing outdoors. That
hat is so holy mountain.
Yeah.
It's a great hat.
It blows off really easily, though, if you're
That makes
outside.
sense. Stiff
It's really
brim.
light.
Yeah.
Just like takes off your head.
So now we wait for the light to turn off to see if it's the outside light, which I'm pretty sure it is. Managed to figure out that it was indeed someone walking by that caused that. It just went off.
Actually, after this episode, I think the Irish Heritage Center built a fence around that wall because people were walking by outside.
Oh yeah, most awkward seance ever right there.
Oh yeah.
3-person seance with a TV next to us.
Yeah.
We tried.
It is awkward though.
So this is where Lance said he was when he heard something behind him.
There was a greeter down here at the main doors.
That's where I heard something where he
We
did.
came in and we opened the doors at 4 o'clock, both the downstairs doors and these
And that's where we got the EVP, just above it.
behind me. So I stood up out of my chair and I come up the few stairs that's there and I looked around and there was nobody there. Kind of put chills up my spine. So I went back down and started reading my book again. And I heard it again. A few minutes later, my wife and Pat McBride come out and walked down and said, "Where's all your company?" And I said, "There has been no company since we opened the door."
And so I went over to that area just
I like the story.
similar reaction or hear something behind me like he did. The same noise for me that you made for Lance? I actually heard it.
I was all alone at that point.
You
It
look
was
freaked
so
out.
scary.
Yeah.
Stairway area.
Well, that spooky ceiling spot. What was that? What did that lead to? That ladder and that little hole in the ceiling. What was that?
I don't know.
I don't remember seeing.
Oh, that one.
That-
yeah. It's
yeah.
like storage or something. I don't know.
We have to say that I'm walking, that was me, so that when we're listening for our EVPs later, we don't assume that the footsteps are something else.
Yeah.
It's important to call yourself
I mean,
out.
your stomach grumbles, when your shoe squeaks, you have to be like, that was me. See,
And
there's
no
a lot of
whispering
that.
ever.
Yeah.
Because whispering just throws everything off.
Oh yeah, when you hear somebody whispering on your recorder, you're like, oh man.
It's
And then it
spooky
turns
sound.
out
Then
it's
you
like
realize, yeah.
Sean or someone.
Someone whispering about how hungry they are.
Yeah, I know. It was amazing. I mean, we were there before.
Where were you for that, Katie?
Oh, probably at school.
Yeah.
Or with my... Well, no, I always brought Fawny, so...
Yeah.
It was probably at school.
Nah, she would just made it ugly.
Not even here to defend herself.
Yeah, it was a great experience.
Ty.
So rude. Always making fun of Carol.
But I wonder if that noise
She got him back in a spirit short, I believe.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
especially ones that maybe were from a time before technology
Yeah.
existed. So
This is the hat episode for you.
Yeah, I'm wearing a hat in every scene.
Hat time. It's the hat party. Yeah.
So it could have made them feel more comfortable.
Normally you're the one with the hats, Katie.
I love hats.
Hits with it.
When Ash and I were in the basement, we asked how many spirits were there, and I thought that I heard like a 7, so I asked again and got a much clearer 6.
Oh,
I did have a lot of fun at the bell tower.
Oh my god, when you rang it, that was incredible. I was like 50 feet in the air hanging off the ladder and the whole building shook.
This was awesome, yeah. I was going to do it again, but our camera guy informed me.
I remember having to pass down the skeleton to you too.
Yeah.
Because didn't we have to carry him down?
I wasn't
separately or
originally
something?
going to go up there and get it, but because I'm afraid of heights, but I ended up
Yeah, I'm-
needing to
You
go up
needed
there.
I'm
that,
so
though.
afraid of heights. I wouldn't be able to do
Well,
that.
the climb up was pretty scary because it was dark and.
And I think that might be an ongoing issue investigating the middle of downtown, where there's so much going on, and there are all these
That's
lights
true.
outside, and there's all this commotion.
Noise contamination is one of our biggest enemies.
Yeah, because a lot of cars would drive by and you'd see their lights going through the windows, and it would create shadows along the walls.
Yeah, that's really annoying.
Down the stairs, but there was no one there.
But you do get used to it as the night goes on, and you realize what are car shadows and what are not.
It's true.
It sounded different, I think, than the one that we had originally heard. So we heard earlier. So.
Okay.
Yeah, so Ty,
I love how my mustache like disappears and reappears.
sounds like you got an EVP.
Yeah, when I was listening to the audio, I realized that when I heard that hello, it was at a different vocal range than what humans usually speak at.
Yes, make sure you get the camera from our cameraman.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
That is a scary hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Over Sean and Katie.
Totally have velvet shorts on. Look at those things.
Oh man, I have velvet shorts too, but not in this episode.
We're looking for this investigation. Lance's story was really validated for
Drape myself in velvet.
I was just gonna say, you ladies in your velvet.
George Costanza.
That's right.
Yeah. Costanza.
Summer of Katie. And then drape myself in velvet.
It was socially
It's a dream come
acceptable.
true.
I won.
I'd have to give this one a 4. I mean, we didn't really capture any visual evidence.
Was that pencil ever used? I saw a pencil on the table.
Audio evidence.
Our evidence yielded a 4. Combined with our pre-rate of a 3, we gave the Irish Heritage Center a 3.5.
Jazz fingers.
Shoving jazz fingers in my face.
Would you raise the score after going back there?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I would have.
I was gonna ask the same.
We caught some weird photos even when we went back and got some EVPs, and everyone had personal experiences too.
Cool.
K2
So cool.
activity. Weird Goss meter activity too. Yeah, so anyway, that was the Irish Heritage Center. Great investigation for us.
Yeah, super fun night.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I want one more donut.